on YouTube Live. Haven't done it before, but wanted to get a quick tip out there, see how this would work. I have a lot of dealers that always want to compare their numbers to other stores, and I think size matters to when you're looking at these numbers. An example would be when I first started out. Not when I first started, about 3 years into the business, about 2002 range. The general manager at one of our stores, when I was doing internet sales, threw the Ward's Top 100 on my desk and said, hey, see what these guys are doing and see if we can copy what these guys are doing. And I'm looking at all the articles and all the numbers, and these guys are doing thousands of, 1,000 internet deals in a year and hundreds a month. And I looked at their numbers and their stats, but then I actually went and looked at their store. And the reason why they're able to do 100 internet deals a month is because they sell 400 or 500 cars a month. And they're only generating 25% of the business through the internet compared to the store's total numbers. Well, I'm at a small Buick GMC store that we might sell 100 cars, but we're doing 30, 40 internet deals out of that department. So we're doing 30, 40% of our internet deals coming from the internet. And so our numbers were actually better than those stores. We just didn't have the high volume. And that's why I say the numbers are going to matter. Size matters. I have other stores I help with used car operations. We get them to 50 cars to 60 cars to 80 cars. And then they're still wondering, they're like, well, how's this guy down the road doing 150? We're still struggling around 70, 80 cars a month. And come to find out, you look at this, and they're doing 150 down the road. Well, we go look at that guy doing 150 down the road. He's got 300 or 400 cars sitting there, and he's only doing 150. Well, in the meantime, my store that we'd been helping is doing 80 cars, maybe carrying 100. So his turn rate is 10, 11 turns a year. With that dealer down the road that's doing 150, he's only turning his inventory 3, 4, 5 times a year. So we're producing a lot better with what we have than the store down the road. The size of that guy's inventory at 400 units, of course he's doing 150. So, taking a step back and actually, when you try to compare your numbers to everybody else, you got to look at the full picture and the full. I have another store again that he was complaining on new car sales that, yeah, we've got their numbers up, but man, how come when I get my GM report, I'm still at the middle of the bottom of the list of the GM sales in the regions? He might have, 15 GMCs out, and he's comparing it to somebody who might have 40 or 50 out on the regional sales report. Well, then again, I went and looked at that dealership that might have 40 out. Well, I go look at their website; they got 100 plus GMCs on their lot, and they're pushing out 40. And our guy, or actually, they had like 150 because they only had like a 12% sale rate, basically what they had in stock. To what they were selling, where my guy might only have 15 out, but he's doing it on 30, 40 cars. So he's at a 30, 40, 50% sale rate. So we're doubling the sales rate of that guy, even though he has 40 out. He had 150 in stock. We had 15 out, but we got 45 in stock. So we were at a 30% sale rate, and we're producing a lot better than he was. So again, size does matter. You got to, before you try to compare your information, your numbers to anybody else, you need to know, again, the whole view to kind of really see if you're underperforming or overperforming in that segment. So I wanted to get that out there. Hope you enjoy it. Check out anything, our Lotpop.com website. We have all of our quick tips. We have our podcast on there. We got our videos. We also have information on our services.